So, hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Emily, the home bookkeeper, and on this channel, I help business owners and fellow freelance bookkeepers navigate the ever-changing QuickBooks Online, while also sharing insightful videos like this on all things business ownership and finance. So, unless you have been living under a rock, I'm sure you've heard, no pun intended, about the Johnny Depp and ex-wife Amber Heard defamation trial that went on for 6+ weeks in a Virginia court. In a recent article from Newsweek, they break down the financials of the couple's divorce settlement, and you're gonna be shocked. Johnny Depp's business manager outlined in court Amber Heard's escalating financial demands during her divorce from the actor. Edward White, who has worked as Depp's accountant and business manager for the past 6 years, delivered testimony during the 11th day of the ex's defamation trial in Fairfax, Virginia, where he detailed the costs arising from their acrimonious split. The Rum Diary co-stars, who wed in 2015, had their union officially dissolved in January of 2017, months after Heard filed for divorce. She was intentionally looking for a consideration of $4 million. But the demand continually increased, White said during direct questioning from Depp's attorney. It went from $4 million to $5 million, then it went from $5 million to $5.5 million. Then it went to $7 million. Then it was $7 million, and she demanded that Mr. Depp also pay $500,000 to her attorneys. So the next demand was that all of the community liabilities that were unresolved, $13.4 million, that Mr. Depp had to pay those liabilities in their entirety. White went on, so at that point, she was demanding $14,250,000 of consideration. And then it got worse. The next demand was that all of this consideration be paid to her tax-free. When asked about how the payments were made, White said they were initially contemplated to be paid directly to the charities, the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles for the benefit of the children who require severe medical service, and to the ACLU, the American Civil Liberties Union. During the course of the negotiations, one of the demands, because the contract changed, was that payments be made directly to Ms. Heard. White said that he had a personal involvement with the charities, explaining that Depp directed him to issue 2 checks of $100,000 directly to the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles. Mr. White knew that he was involved and supported their efforts and appreciated their service. In addition to that, Depp directed Mr. White to contribute $100,000 to the ACLU. In accordance with Mr. Depp's instructions, Mr. White and his colleagues drafted the checks. They executed them, and the checks were delivered to the 2 charities. However, when asked if he continued to make payments to either of those charities on Heard's behalf, White responded, quote, "No. In fact, I was chastised for making the payments by Ms. Heard's counsel," end quote. After detailing that the payments totaling $6.8 million were made directly to Heard in installments over the course of 2017 and into early 2018, White then went on to discuss the further economic benefits the actress saw in the settlement. Mr. Depp was required to pay $500,000 to Ms. Heard's counsel, which he did in a timely, respectful manner. White said he was also required to pay all of the community liabilities of $13.5 million, which accumulated during their short 15-month marriage. So he paid all of the community liabilities, and she paid nothing. White goes on to say, that's why you have to aggregate the money that was paid directly to her, the money that was paid to the charities on her behalf, and the money that was paid to her attorneys, and the relief of all of the liabilities that Mr. Depp had to pay. White goes on to continue, quote, "That's why I said to you that the total consideration paid to her was $14,250,000, and she demanded that the payment be made free of taxation, that Mr. Depp would have to satisfy all of the tax liabilities, end quote. White first met with Depp to evaluate his finances and to make recommendations on how Depp could better manage them. At the meeting, White said that Depp was actively involved in the conversation, that he asked thoughtful questions and even thanked him for addressing the issues and presenting a solution. At least somebody's bookkeeper out there is being appreciated. During court proceedings, ACLU Chief Operating Officer Terrence Dougherty testified that Heard has donated $1.3 million of her $3.5 million pledge to the organization. Dougherty said that ACLU has received donations of $350,000, $500,000, and $350,000 that were all associated, quote unquote, with Heard. Dougherty said that the organization now considers the $100,000 check from Depp as part of Heard's gifts. Heard's last donation to the ACLU was made in December of 2018 for the amount of $350,000 from Fidelity, an investment company. ACLU began reaching out to Heard regarding the next installments of her giving in 2019, when they learned that she was having financial difficulties, Dougherty said. In 2016, Elon Musk, who briefly dated Amber Heard, sent an email to the ACLU representative regarding the actress's plan to donate $3.5 million over 10 years. When asked why Musk was representing Heard in the matter, Dougherty answered that he didn't know, but he assumed it was because of Musk's previous relationship with her. Musk is a major donor to the ACLU. The $500,000 donation in 2017 attributed to Heard came from a Vanguard fund. Dougherty shared his belief that Vanguard is also associated with Musk. Depp filed a $50 million lawsuit against Amber Heard, alleging that she defamed him in an op-ed published by the Washington Post in 2018, in which she says that she was a victim of sexual violence and domestic abuse. While Heard didn't name Depp in the article, his lawyers have argued that it is obvious that she was referring to the actor. Heard has countersued for $100 million for nuisance, with her attorneys arguing that the op-ed was a matter of public interest. Depp had previously lost a 2020 libel case against British tabloid The Sun, which had labeled the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory star a wife-beater, in reference to Heard's allegations of domestic abuse. Heard accused Depp of domestic violence during their divorce proceedings in 2016. While Depp had repeatedly denied ever having been violent to Miss Heard during the 3-week trial in London, a judge found that The Sun's claims that the Kentucky-born actor was abusive to Heard were substantially true. Depp, who was dropped from the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise in 2018, was asked to resign from other movies like Fantastic Beasts 3 following that 2020 verdict. Now, if you want my opinion, I think Amber Heard is crazy. I'm with Johnny Depp on this one, even though I'm really not that big of a fan. Okay, don't come at me, guys. Don't do it. But for more business resources, my online self-paced home bookkeeper masterclass, business supplies, gadgets, must-haves, and more, make sure to check out edjconsultinggroup.com/resources, linked in the description box below. And of course, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on those bell notifications so you'll never miss an upload. If you have any video or tutorial requests, make sure to leave them in the comments below. For even more behind-the-scenes content of life as a home bookkeeper, feel free to follow me on Instagram at @EmmaDawn and connect with me on LinkedIn. And if you need more assistance, personal financial coaching, or bookkeeping and payroll management, feel free to email or visit edjconsultinggroup.com. My firm is fully inclusive and ready to help you along wherever you may be in your entrepreneurship or personal wealth building journey.